Hi there, I'm here with Ryan Kiskis, the VP of Business Development for BaseKit. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Very excited to have you here.
Looks like it's been a fantastic event so far.
It has. Lots of good people. Lots of good people. So, Ryan, tell the audience, what does BaseKit do?
So we have a platform for small businesses to get online. At the very basic part of that, that's getting a website, getting in there, finding a template that's relevant for what they're trying to do, right? You know, if you're a dentist, we want you to be able to get up and running very, very quickly with dentist-related pictures, dentist-related content, and make it as easy as possible to integrate the basic stuff to help use that to get customers, right? So it's all about, in the end, usually driving an offline business, and so the website's becoming a critical part of that, and we try and make that as slick and easy as possible.
That's amazing. So you work with a lot of small businesses then?
Tons of small businesses.
And are there specific verticals that you've seen a lot of growth recently?
It's interesting. There are some areas that you see maybe more growth than you would have expected, often around sort of, the creative areas. So you see, a whole cluster around photographers, wedding photographers who set stuff up. But it is kind of a sort of wild and woolly mix of small businesses out there. We see all sorts of things. We have a nice little ticker that shows the sites that are being published on the platform, and you'll see, every once in a while something coming through. There's there's a beer festival in Michigan or something. You're like, I want to go to that. Let's go there. So it's some really fun things coming through.
That's great. And so when your customers sign up for BaseKit, what are some of the reactions they say to you? What's a common reaction that you hear from them?
I mean, the biggest thing, the reason they're picking BaseKit is that there's a ton of flexibility there. I mean, you can start with one of these templates and get up and running in 5 minutes, but you also can start with a fully blank page, a fully blank slate, and build it up into exactly whatever you want, whatever design, whatever content, whatever layout. And so what we see people coming through and building and why they're picking the platform is that they can get what they want. You're not getting something that's cookie cutter and just swap a logo and swap some colors. You get something that can look completely bespoke, completely unique.
So every business can basically create the brand they want and presence they want online.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So when you look ahead as to things that are going to come,
yep.
Where do you see, what kind of trends do you see? How do you see the industry, changing?
Well, I think you see small businesses now getting a lot more savvy to what they can do online.
Okay.
It's still a tricky proposition. Still something that they're not necessarily as up to speed on as what you see on the enterprise level or the consumer level. They're kind of in that middle place there. But they are starting to realize there's a huge array of tools out there that they can use, and some they can use on their website, some that help them manage marketing, some that help them engage with customers via social media. And so you're seeing actually a pretty sophisticated stack of services being built and used by these small businesses. And so one of the things that we do love to see is when people come into one of our sites and they've integrated 5 or 10 other services in there, right? They've got their open table widget and they've linked it into say their Hootsuite dashboard, and they're using Zendesk for CRM and CloudFlare for making sure the site serves fast, and all these pieces are tying together. And we think it's one thing that it's really exciting to see people starting to do that. It's still a challenge, and one of the things that we think is really important is how do you streamline that for customers all the way through, right?
How you can do it for your customers easier.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So I can give them instructions, and I'm sure they can find instructions on, how to get CloudFlare up and running on their site. You should make that point and click one button easy. Just have it happen. And that's going to be huge for them, right? I mean, these guys aren't going to have sophisticated SEO platforms. One of the major things Google looks for is how fast is the site serving. We see it there. If we can speed the delivery of that site, that just gives them a huge boost that is very, very minimal effort for them.
Yeah, and keeps your customers happy and coming back. And
gets them more customers in their real business, which is fundamentally the goal. So we essentially want all this technology to sort of disappear and just be used to make things happen for them to make their business run better.
So obviously your title is VP of Product and Business Development.
Yep.
And so you talk about all these partnerships going forward. So clearly you're a very busy man.
Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of interested parties right now. I think a lot of people are excited about these trends. And we've actually set up just a dedicated team now, a dedicated development team in Bristol to actually work with these partners and try and get these integrations and get these partnerships working really, really smoothly.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to the announcements over the coming year of the partnerships that you launch.
It'll be very cool.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much.